The Finn and Lil slaves are pulling a giant brick, but they can't agree on which way to pull it, so they break it in the result. Well, they break it in the process as a result. Moses Tommy introduces himself to Finn and Lil, and they explain to him that they are treated unfairly. So he says to them, why not just tell Pharaoh? And they are like, what? Tell Pharaoh? Are you kidding? We're babies. We can't do that. We get 1 bottle a day and no naps. We can't eat, drink, sleep, or even go potty unless Pharaoh says so. Just like in the original story, Moses Tommy sees one of the slaves being bullied. And the other guy, which is an older toddler, is forcing him into the sand and whipping him, holding his face into the sand. So Moses has a go at him. Tommy pushes the bully and says, hey, stop that, that's not fair. But the bully pushes Moses back and his bandana thing falls off, or his headband, turban, whatever it is, revealing that he is a baby. And the bully says, hey, you're a baby. I'm going to tell Pharaoh. And he runs off to get Pharaoh. The Finn and Lil slaves then tell him that he is in big trouble now. But Moses says, what do you mean? Pharaoh's my friend. She wouldn't stop liking me just because I'm a baby. And Lil says, I don't think you really know Pharaoh. We then see that Pharaoh is having a ceremony where people from the nearby lands bring her offerings. The offerings include things that Angelica likes, like cupcakes, fortune cookies, and even one person brings her a Rockstar Cynthia with revolving stage, which is possibly something that Angelica wants in the real world. This was actually quite funny, because all the things that they were bringing to her, you would not have been able to get in that time period. So it's quite funny. It's not really realistic, but it is all coming from a 3-year-old's imagination. And then Pharaoh Angelica says, and they said this holiday didn't have cookies. Pharaoh, who had earlier been banished by Pharaoh, then turns up. And he has a wand with him. And Pharaoh Angelica says, Moses, I guess you've come here to beg for my forgiveness. And Moses says, no, I've come here to demand that you let my people go. And Pharaoh's like, oh yeah, and what will you do about it if I don't? And he says, if you don't let my people go, there's going to be big trouble. Then he throws his wand down on the ground and it turns into a snake.